Hey Canucks fans, welcome to the Line Change postgame show. The Vancouver Canucks have been defeated by the Chicago Blackhawks by a score of 5-2. The Canucks dropped this first game of their 4-game homestand. So the homestand not off to a great start. But before we break down and recap this game, I want to give a quick shout out and thank you to my sponsor, GasJack Art, maker of this amazing artwork you see behind me. And you guys can check him out yourselves at gassyjackart.com. There's a link to his website in the description down below. Now, before moving on to the game and before we go over the goals or the goal visualizer, I just want to say this was absolutely pathetic by the Canucks. I mean, one, losing to the Blackhawks, not taking anything away from the Blackhawks, but you guys know what I mean. It's the Blackhawks. The Canucks were at 85% on the deserve to win meter. Blackhawks were at 15%. You got to win that game. Unbelievable. I really feel for Canucks fans who went to this game hoping for a really solid game, knowing who they were playing. In fact, my good buddy Gerald, who is going to try and join us a little bit later as he's on his way back from the game, I also know a few others who were at the game too. So I feel bad for them that they went to this game and this is what they got. So watching this made me absolutely sick to my stomach, and I haven't felt that way about after a Canucks game in some time. So that's how I'm feeling after this game. Pretty abysmal performance by the Canucks. Yes, they outshot the Blackhawks, and Spencer Knight stood on his head. Like they got goalied by Spencer Knight, no question about it. But the fact that it took them how long to get their first goal on net, like, come on. But let's break down and get into the goals of this game with the help of goal visualizer. I'm going to fire that up right now, and we're going to check it out. So, obviously, no goals through the first two periods by either side. So, up until the third period, things were pretty bustling. This game obviously got off to quite the start by the Canucks. The Canucks came, were firing on all cylinders through the first 20 minutes of the game. But going to the goals, first goal of the game, of course, scored by Tyler Bertuzzi of the Blackhawks at 3:06 of the third period, assisted by Grzelcyk and Murphy. Let's take a look at the visualizer. See if this works. There we go. Puck is down and around the net, moved back up to the point, over to the other side, a shot, and then it goes off of Bertuzzi and in. Before we get into the second Bertuzzi goal, I did want to go on a little bit of a rant on this first goal. For one, I think this shouldn't have counted. I feel as though, especially after seeing the replay, that it was a kicking motion by Bertuzzi. And this is why. I saw on the replay a slight moving of his foot forward. So that is why I am saying this was a kicking motion and it shouldn't have freaking counted. But I do think that the NHL needs to address and amend the ruling on kicking motion, or at least properly describe it, because this has happened, back-to-back games now, where it's felt like a kicking motion. But now, obviously, the bunting one wasn't a kicking motion. He redirected it off of his skate, and some would say Bertuzzi did the same thing. But I think, personally, they need to add that into the whole kicking motion thing, as you shouldn't be allowed to purposely use your skate to redirect the puck. You have a stick for a reason. That's what you use to score. But I just think they should amend that rule or add that to the rule. You shouldn't be allowed to purposely use your skate to redirect the puck. It's not like you see guys going out there and sticking their asses out to redirect the puck. But that's just my personal opinion on it. And yeah, I feel as though this first goal shouldn't have counted. Honestly, Foote should have challenged it, as even Shorty on the broadcast noticed it. So, and I know Blackhawk fans aren't going to like that, but And this may sound like sour grapes, but I don't give a shit. Little channeling my inner Caleb Joseph there. But let's take a look at the rest of the goals. Sorry, that was my little rant. Of course, Tyler Bertuzzi scores his second of the game on the power play at 6:46, assisted by Bedard and Levchinov. This one, obviously, he did not kick in. He actually used his stick on this one. So puck over, back to the point, over to Bedard, and Bedard is able to shuffle it over to Bertuzzi, who pulls a Connor Garland type of goal. So I'll give flowers to Bertuzzi on that one. He channeled his inner Connor Garland on that one. Then you have Ilya Mikheyev would score to make it 3-0 Chicago at 7:39, assisted by Donato and Moore. Let's take a look at the goal on this one. Puck is moved around the net. Back to, I believe it. I don't even know who number 11 is. I think it's Levchinov. And the puck finds its way past Kevin Lankinen. And then you have Tyler Bertuzzi getting a hat trick to make it 4-0 at 11:37 of the third period, assisted by Crevier and Donato. So Donato with 2 points. And then let's take a look at this one. I believe that's Donato who has the puck right now. Brings it down, shuffles it back, and then Bertuzzi is able to pounce on this rebound. I got to point out, what the hell was Tyler Myers doing? Like, just trying to block the shot. He looked like a dead fish, like just flopping around. Like, I don't understand what Tyler Myers was doing there. And I'll admit that goal actually really pissed me off, almost as much as that first Bertuzzi goal. But nevertheless, the Canucks are actually able to get on the board. They break up Spencer Knight's shutout at 16:49. Aatu Räty with his first of the season, assisted by Pio Joseph. And this was quite the ripper from Aatu Räty. You see here, Joseph passing the puck up to Räty, who skates up, moves forward, and just grips it and rips it. Basically does what PD should be doing. And he is able to get it past Knight. And actually seemed like he kind of fooled Knight there, as Knight didn't even really go down. He, stood up, and it just kind of, went past his glove. Then you had Evander Kane scoring his third of the season at 18 minutes, exactly, assisted by Hughes and Tom Wielander. So Wielander has back-to-back games where he has his first 2 NHL points, and it's obviously great to see Hughes get on the score sheet as well. But more or less, it's great to see Evander Kane get on the score sheet. So there you go. Besser to Garland, back up to Wielander, who moves it over to Hughes. Hughes passes it to Kane, and he just rips it. As I just said with Räty's goal, does what PD has apparently been allergic to do, and just rips it on net, just throws it on net, and it is able to get past Knight. That was, of course, your final Vancouver Canucks goal. And then you had Connor Bedard scoring an empty netter at 19 minutes, assisted by Spencer Knight. So not only did Spencer Knight stonewall the Canucks, he got himself an assist as well. And, of course, Connor Bedard scores for the first time against his hometown team. I personally don't really count this one as, it was an empty net. So, Connor, try and score on an actual goalie, and then maybe, it'll be something. Don't really need to show the visualizer for this one. But let's take a look at the stats real quick. 45 shots for the Canucks, 28 for the Blackhawks. Canucks were a 55.6% on the faceoff dot. The Blackhawks were 44.4%. Canucks were 25 for 45, and the Blackhawks were 20 for 45. Canucks went over 2 on the power play. I felt as though their first power play looked really good. Their second one I thought looked horrid, and they didn't really get any chances on that second power play. So a wasted power play there. Of course, the Blackhawks were able to score on their lone power play of the game. So very lack of penalties in this game. I was a little surprised. So technically there were only 3 penalties called in this game. So 2 penalty minutes for the Canucks, 4 for the Blackhawks. Vancouver out-hit the Blackhawks 18-12. Block shots were 15-8 in favor of the Canucks. Canucks had 21 giveaways. Blackhawks only had 17. Canucks had 6 takeaways, and the Blackhawks only had 4. The season series, Canucks, of course, won the first game in a shootout back on October 17th. Chicago has evened up this series, and actually they won in Vancouver for the first time in 4 years. They also ended a 11-game losing streak to the Vancouver Canucks. So there's that, and that's, again, another reason why the Canucks should have beaten them. But before I get into my next little bit, I'm going to check out your guys' comments because I see some here. Let's take a look at the first one. Oh, great to see you, Connor. Thanks once again for coming on the other night. It was great to have you. Irvin, what's up, brother? Fair, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it wasn't full-on kick, at least from what I saw, but it looked like he kind of moved his foot forward, at least slightly, ever so slightly. But that's just, again, me on it. Yeah, I think it was. He also both had his skates together and kind of did like the V motion, there's Harry. Good to see you, buddy. Irvin, one day NHL will make a rule against off-ass goals. Maybe. After review, the goal was scored with a distinct twerking motion. Yeah, pretty soon we're going to have goals by Miley Cyrus at this point. Connor, P.O. Joseph, not sure he's NHL level in any capacity. I'll admit I wasn't really paying too much attention to Joseph himself. I do know he's number 7, and I did continuously see him on the ice, and I kept on going to, telling myself, I'm like, who the hell is number 7? Like, when I see number 7 on the ice in a Canucks uniform, obviously I think Brendan Morrison, because, But, yeah, I'm not really convinced about P.O. Joseph. Like, I get why he was brought in, but he just doesn't do anything for me. Like, I guess, like what Gerald said the other night, he basically was just brought in case of injuries. He was, I guess, like a depth signing. Connor goes, seems like whenever he plays, the team loses. Don't want to single him out, but I question what his role is in the team. Same as Maine's. Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you, Connor. I'm kind of the same way. Not necessarily the whenever he plays, the team loses kind of bit, but yeah, he hasn't really done anything for me. At least, I mean, yeah, he got an assist tonight, but seems like he might be better off just being in the press box. I was a little surprised that DPD was not playing tonight, so that certainly surprised me. Connor goes, I'm sick to death of Myers. I got fooled by him into thinking he'd gotten over his Chaos Giraffe persona. He didn't get rid of it enough, and now it's back. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what he was doing. Like, I full on watched that goal, and I'm like, Myers, what are you doing? Like, you're huge. Get in front of the puck. Like, move up a little bit. Who cares if it hits you in the chest? You're a big boy. Like, yeah, like I said, he looked like he was flopping around like a dead fish. And, kudos to Bertuzzi for waiting it out and just, getting the puck up, just flicking it up and getting it past both him and Lankinen. People first, Yukon 8243. Hey guys. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for coming. That interference penalty totally needless, and he gave the puck away at least 5 to 6 times, if I recall. I'm not sure who you're referring to, unless actually I didn't really even look at what the penalties were. So let me actually quickly bring up that screen again. Let me just quickly look. Move up. Box score. Is this it? No, that's not it. It's kind of funky. Yeah, that's scoring. Highlights, penalties. Oh, Myers, yeah. Yeah, I think I may have missed that penalty, but I was, I had the game on in the background listening to it as I was doing some work at the same time. So I may have had my back turned when that penalty got called, but I did hear, Tyler Myers going in the box, and I just kind of rolled my eyes as I was not surprised. Got Harry in here. Let me get back to this. Harry in here. Hopefully the Canucks beat the Blue Jackets on Saturday. Yes. Obviously, I already mentioned to you, I'll be at the game too. I'll be going with my wife. And yeah, I hope they win that game because, like I said earlier, game against the Blackhawks, you got to win that. You should be beating the Blue Jackets. But Harry goes on to say, what's your prediction? And who scores first for the Canucks? I mean, after tonight, I would hope that the Canucks are going to come out firing on all cylinders, kind of like they did tonight, considering how poor they played tonight. I'm going to say 6-2 Canucks. I think they're going to be determined and want to erase this game from their memory. So I'm going to say 6-2 Canucks. And who scores first? I'm going to say Sherwood, just because I'm so high on Sherwood right now. So I'm going to go with Sherwood, and I'm going to go 6-2. What's your jersey choice for the game on Saturday? That's a good question. I believe they're winning the skate, I think. I could be. So I might wear my Kuzmenko skate if they are, in fact, wearing the skate. Or I haven't worn my Quinn jersey yet. So I already wore my JT Miller one at the JT Miller game, even though that was a skate day. Yeah, I might just wear my Quinn, my white Quinn one, because it does have the C on it. So I might wear that one. It's either that or I'll probably wear my Kuzmenko one. I'll tell you which jersey I won't be wearing. That's my Pettersson one. Absolutely not. And actually, we're going to be talking about Pettersson in just a little bit. Actually, EP25 is injured. I don't know. All I know is that Joseph was put in favor of EP25. I didn't hear anything about him being injured. I just heard that he was not playing tonight and that he was the one taken out. So people first, Yukon. Who's all injured for the Canucks? You got Filipino, who, by the way, we have still yet to hear anything of, and it's been 2 weeks. Teddy Bluger, Niels Höglander, Victor Mancini, Jonathan Lekaramaki, so that's 6. We did just get Garland back tonight, so I guess that is one of the lone positives for tonight is we got Garland back. So about, I would say 6 Canucks are injured right now. Harry goes, I'm just going to wing it and wear my JT Miller jersey that day. Nothing wrong with that, man. Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. We got Connor. Hronek also has to shoulder a ton of blame as well. Bertuzzi's first or second goal, Hronek was marking him, then suddenly just glides away from him to intercept the pass. Stay on your man. Absolutely. And they drill that into you when you're playing minor hockey. I would know from having played, years and years ago in my youth. But yeah, that they drill that into you that you need to, stay on your man. And obviously that was a big mistake on Hronek's part, not doing that. I don't know if this is directed at me, Irv, or at Harry. But let me know in the chat who that was directed at. And if it's directed at me, I'd be happy to tell you. But Connor Myers led to the second Bertuzzi goal. Harry says he has PD black skate, Quinn Hughes, signed Brock Besser, and a Bo Horvat jersey. I think Blueger is close to returning. Could that be possible from Harry? Yeah, I heard he's day-to-day. That was the latest update for the Canucks injuries. I believe it's Blueger, Mancini, and I think just those two are day-to-day right now. No updates on Hedl, as I mentioned earlier. No updates on Höglander. Not that we're expecting any updates, as we know he's going to be out until at least December. No, I haven't. I heard that Lekaramaki is skating, so I guess that's a bit of a positive. I'm a little surprised by that, considering that he had a shoulder injury, and I can't remember exactly what he did to his shoulder, if it was a separated shoulder or something to do with his shoulder. Connors says if I would, I'd get a skate jersey, then have my last name on the back with number 92, my birth year. Hated seeing Podkolzin use it when he was with us. That's hilarious, dude. But yeah, no, the skate jersey, at least the modernized one, I absolutely love that, and I've said it before. The red really pops, especially since they got rid of the white trim. The jersey absolutely pops, and that is the one that I have for Kuzmenko, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites, even though Kuzmenko got traded less than a year after I got it. So, Russell's in the house. What's up, Russell? Good to see you, buddy. He says trade Quinn Hughes. He's the problem. I mean, I had no issues with the way Quinn was playing. Mind you, I wasn't really zoned in and focused on Quinn. I was too busy, ripping into Petey and shouting at my television for Petey to shoot the effing puck. But yeah, Connor says, damn, that's a big statement to make, Russ. Urban, Hughes for Werenski, 1-for-1. I mean, I do like Werenski. Not going to lie. I do like him. But Harry, I think Derek Forbert's career might be over. Yeah, I'm not sure if we've heard really much about Forbert. At least I haven't heard anything. Mind you, I haven't exactly been looking for injury updates. But maybe I'll actually do that. Not necessarily right now, but at some point, just to see if there's any word on Forbert. Russell, I'm just mad. Me too, brother. Me too. I am mad as hell. I feel as though I kind of wasted my time watching that game when I could have been working on stuff that I technically was doing while watching the game, but I could have focused more on what I was working on instead of, constantly, as you can see, the TV's still on, and instead of turning back every few minutes, I could have just focused and, yeah. Move back up. Russell, Quinn Hughes looked pissed in his post-game interview. I do not blame him one bit. I would be pissed off too, considering how they played tonight. They honestly should have probably won, what was it, 5-2? So they should have at least gotten 6, maybe 7 goals in this game, just based off of the volume of shots that they had. But that's just my opinion on that. Could we see another trade happening, maybe a 2C for the Canucks? I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I'm not sure if you guys saw my Steven Stamkos video that I posted the other day. Not that I'm saying it's going to be Stamkos, because I am firmly in the no to Stamkos camp. But I would not be surprised if there was a trade happening soon. Especially with the whole Stamkos, stuff. Clearly, they're desperate right now because, as I said earlier, there's no update on Hedl. And I'm at a point right now where I think Hedl is done. His career is over. And the Canucks might be thinking that too. That might be why they're going as far as looking at a guy like Stamkos. Maybe they're not looking long term for now. They just want something short term. But I could see a trade happening maybe soon, maybe within the next few weeks, perhaps. Russell Quinn's defense was terrible. Yeah, he definitely had a bad game tonight, for sure. Absolutely. I agree with Connor. Russell, PD does need to shoot more. Absolutely. Like, I think I have it here. Whoa, so many comments. I'm not used to this many comments, but not that I'm complaining. I absolutely love it. But let me take a look at my notes. I had like a little section dedicated to PD. I'm also trying to kill time waiting for Gerald to come on. But this is my EP40 rant. Basically, what's going on with him? We're seeing the EP40 from last year where he's hesitant to shoot and has the pass first mentality again. We didn't really see that over the first few games of the season. We saw him actually shoot the puck, and we're all just like, whoa, wow, he's actually shooting. But now he's regressed back to the whole pass first, shit. Like that first drop pass to Kane, just shoot the damn puck. Like, what are you doing? Like, Kane wasn't even really near him when he dropped past it. Kane was able to get it, but it's like, if you're coming in, just shoot the damn puck, PD. Like, just even if you're far away and don't think you can get a good shot off, just fire the puck. A puck can take an odd bounce and maybe set up someone who could be coming down the wing. Just shoot the fucking puck. I have seen people say on social media that Kane should have passed it sooner. I do agree with that. But still, that doesn't excuse PD not shooting. He still needs to shoot. I'm actually, right after this little rant, I'm going to go actually take a look at his shots for the game, as I am very curious to see what they're at. The second one, I'll admit, wasn't as egregious. But as I just said, you got to shoot the freaking puck. Like, get whatever is between your ears and grip it and rip it, please. Do what Kane did tonight. Just grip it and rip it, and good things will happen. So, yeah, there's my little small PD rant. As I said earlier, in positive news, it was great to have Garland back. And granted, the Canucks looked really good through the first two periods, did they not? Like, they were peppering. I almost said Smith. They were peppering Spencer Knight. And kudos to Spencer Knight. He was incredible. And he seems to have the Canucks' number, as he's 3-0-1 now in his career against the Canucks. Two of those wins came when he was with Florida. But obviously that one blemish was the shootout. The last time the Canucks played them. But like I said, he's 3-0-1, and he absolutely stumped the Canucks. Like, they were peppering him with shots. I think he made a few saves where he didn't even go down. He made them standing, which is crazy. I really thought the Canucks needed this win tonight, as I mentioned earlier, considering who they were facing. And after Saturday, they've got quite the nightmare schedule with Colorado, Winnipeg, Carolina, Tampa, and then Florida. So that is quite... Oh, and the Stars after Florida. So that's quite the nightmare schedule they got coming up. So they need points while they can. So, yeah, I really felt they needed to win tonight. But let me take a look back at some of your comments real quick. Where was I? Harry, PD had a chance to shoot the puck, but did something fancy, which is unnecessary. Exactly. It's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, stop being fancy and shoot the effing puck. Like, just shoot it. Get it on net. Russell, sick of DeBrusk and Besser being on a line together. Yeah, I don't like DeBrusk and Besser being on the same line. Obviously, we know Besser's slow. And I would say DeBrusque is a little slow too. Like, he's not fast, like fast. But yeah, I'm not. I think they need to switch that up. I do think they need to keep PD with Garland, because at least you got Garland, driving the play. If you lived in the desert and it never rained for 55 years, would you expect it to happen in year 56? I mean, I would hope so. I mean, one, I probably would never live in the desert, but for, fairness for this, for this question, I would be hoping and dreaming, probably fantasizing it to happen in year 56 for sure. Absolutely. Let me see here. I believe this is in reference to DeBrusque. Connor, I could see him going off this month. He tends to play very well in November. And yeah, Russell's right. I believe last year was when DeBrusque went on that heater around this time. And yeah, I absolutely hope he starts going off, because yeah, he's really not been very noticeable through the first 14 games, maybe for a couple games here and there, but he definitely needs to start showing up more for sure. And he definitely has to get going. Russell honestly thought Foot's line deployments are terrible. I didn't really pay too much attention to those, like full on. Like I said, I was, doing two things at once. But yeah, I do feel as though his lines, the way he's deployed his lines, has not been all that great. And just the fact that they've been like mix matchy, like we'll see, for example, a line playing for most of the game, and then if they're losing like badly, he'll just quickly change it within the last 5 minutes. It's like, why didn't you do that like 10 minutes earlier? But I guess he's trying to, jolt some energy into this team to try and get something going. But you're definitely seeing his coaching inexperience throughout these games so far this season, and it's really showing. At least that's what I've noticed anyway. Yes, Kane had 10 shots on goal, which is mind-blowing. I actually watched a little bit of the intermission. Normally I don't, just in case a certain somebody is on, and Russell knows who I'm talking about. Last name rhymes with, doesn't rhyme with. Part of his last name rhymes with Dick. I'll say that. But yeah, I was listening to Tyson Berry talk about Kane and how, when Kane gets going, he fires the puck. He just wants to get the puck on goal, which is the complete opposite of PD right now. So at least we got somebody who's, willing to, shoot the puck. And actually, let me actually go look back. I don't think Kane got called for a penalty tonight. No. So for the first time, I think, correct me if I'm wrong on that, Vander Kane did not draw or get a penalty. Shocking. Like, very, very shocking. I'm so far behind on comments. Jeez. Where was I? Yeah, 10 people in the chat. I absolutely freaking love this. Even though I'm, struggling to keep up, but I love it. Keep it coming, guys. This is awesome. I honestly didn't think this was going to be a very good post-game show after what we saw on the ice. So I'm loving it. We got Japan 4 in the house. Good to see you, Japan 4. How many times is EP40 going to drop past the puck when you own? Yeah, exactly. That's what I keep saying. Like, I'm kind of smelling what you're selling on what you've been saying about PD. I'm starting to jump on that train there, Japan 4, especially after tonight. Like, geez. Harry, could we see Lucas Reichel score his first goal as a Canuck on Saturday? He had good chances. Yeah, that was one of my standouts for this game is how good Reichel looked and continues to look since he was traded to the Canucks. I absolutely love Reichel. Just his speed and his hands that he's shown in these, few games that he's played with us. I absolutely love him. And I would absolutely love to see Reichel score his first goal as a Canuck on Saturday. I kind of wish it came tonight. I know he had a really good chance on Knight, and Knight was able to stop it, and he tried to go 5-hole. Knight kind of read it, and unfortunately Reichel wasn't. But it was a great chance for Reichel, and I absolutely wish he had scored on that. Hopefully he can put one in. If I didn't choose Sherwood to score first, I could easily say Reichel for Saturday. So there's that. Let's see where we're at. Yay. We got people first Yukon 8243. Do you think we need to play better? Absolutely. As I said earlier, they played 40 minutes of great hockey and then just stop playing in the third period. Stop playing. And I hate that. We've seen it too many times as Canuck fans, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. You need to play the full 60. And even if you're getting goalied, just keep getting the puck on net. The puck will eventually get through and get in, as we saw. Canucks were able to score 2 goals on Knight, so he was not unbeatable, but definitely took them way too long to, get a puck in the net. But obviously, kudos to Knight. He was absolutely fantastic, as I mentioned. Japan 4, Kane got 3.25 fantasy points, and EP40 got 1.35. Actually, you saying that makes me want to check what my fantasy points are. Let me double check that, because I do have Kane on my fantasy, on at least one of my fantasy teams. And funny enough, I have PD too. So let me just quickly check this one. Okay, so this one I don't have Kane, but PD got me six points. And you were wondering about how many shots? He had 3 shots on goal. Okay. Certainly didn't feel like he had 6 shots on goal. Not 6, 3. Jeez. But let me look at my other league. Let's see here. Kane got me 30.50 points with his 1 goal and his 10 shots on goal and 1 hit. PD in that league got me only 8. So, but hey, Garland got more points than PD in fantasy for me, and he didn't even get a point, but he had 7 shots on goal. So there. Even DeBrusque got more points than PD did in my fantasy, at least for me. Besser had a 1.50 for me with 1 shot on goal. That's it. So there's that. Little look into my fantasy. Absolutely. Japan 4, absolutely. EP40's game is showing how mentally defeated he is. 0 confidence. Absolutely, 100%. And I'm actually starting to actually see it. Obviously, I've seen it prior, but I was, being like, he's going to get past it. He's going to get past it. He's going to, PD of old's going to come out. PD of old's going to come out. Honestly, I'm tired of waiting. My patience is gone for PD, and this is very, very frustrating. As you guys could tell by my little rant on PD. People first UConn. It hurt when we lost. Yeah, definitely. Granted, it didn't hurt as much as, the Blue Jays losing on Saturday, at least for me. But yeah, it hurt. Like, again, this is a team you should be beating. You should be beating the Blackhawks. And especially when you outshoot them. Like, when you get over 40 shots, you got to have more than 2 goals. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah. What is this? KCSHFL EP4C, I assume you mean PD, is cooked. Hughes is quietly quitting on the team. Interesting. Very interesting. Not heard that one before, but maybe Gerald and I will discuss that. So I will store that. Let me just see if I have anything else before I bring Gerald on. No, I do not. So I am actually. Maybe I'll wait till he's ready. People first UConn, you should come back on the Russell show. Yes. Obviously that's up to Russell. I will be on Russell's show on Saturday, as I'll be at the game. So I'll be at Rogers Arena, and I already messaged Russell about being on the show and, being the insider for that game. So I haven't talked much about it with Russell. So I assume it's going to be pregame. But yeah, Russell can probably confirm that. But yeah, at least to my knowledge, I'm going to be on Russell's show on Saturday at the game live from Rogers Arena. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on Gerald. I believe he's ready. So let's do. Wait, where is it? Guest screen. There we go. Let's do it.
Oh my God!
What's happening,
Sorry,
buddy?
guys. I'm so sorry. I'm late. I had something.
Okay, man. I just ranted basically for 40 minutes. I can't hear you. Okay, he's having some, I think, technical difficulties. So I'll bring him back when I see him. Did you see Binnington hide Ovechkin's 900th goal puck in his pants tonight? Yeah, I saw that, and I mean, I'm not uncensored, but I'll get a little uncensored. What a bitch. I saw that and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, Binnington, like, what are you doing, man? Like, I really hope they sanitize that puck. Like, before they gave it to Ovi, I hope they freaking sanitize that thing, because it looked like he was, just having it in his pants. And I don't know what his point to do that was, or if he was, trying to, be funny or something like that. But I thought it was a bit of a bitch move, like, Binner, like, what are you doing, man? But I do know some people on social media found it pretty funny. Yeah, I kind of laughed at it, but at the same time, I was like, what are you doing? Like, so, yeah, I did see that. Japan Force says, watch Hughes post-game interview. Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually going to do that right here on the stream. Let me see if I can actually find it. Let's see here. Find it on X or Twitter. Sorry, I still call it Twitter, even I still can't get behind that name. X. But yeah, let me see if I can find this here. Sorry, my internet's a little bit slow. It's been a miserable rainy day, so If there's any glitches, that might be why. Let me see here. Oh, Clay's on right now. Haha. Let me see. Whoa. Oh, hey, it's me. That's Adam Foote. What would it be under? Guys, what would it be under for the post game? Do you think the Canucks would have it on their Twitter? I see head coach. Oh, don't show me that. Oh, here we go. Let's play it. Wow. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Japan 4. He looked pissed off. Okay, Gerald's back. Your
I'm so
audio
sorry,
working
guys.
now?
No. I just got a call from overseas. I just
All
had to
good.
deal
All
with
good.
something. So, thank you, whoever's still here, because I
All good.
know Clay's on right now, and whoever's still here, thank you for staying. Yeah, I was at the game with Wit from Uncensored. Just got to see Rosie, got to see Selena, got to see Chan. Didn't get a chance to see Justin, but it was great seeing all those people. And but the game was just terrible. Like
Mhm.
I don't know how it was on TV for you guys because at least you got the commentating and all of that. I mean, I had the game on the radio when I was in the arena. But to be very honest, it was just very disappointing. Like the first two periods, great. Like what was it? I think 30 shots or 36 shots after two periods, or up to
Mhm.
39. I can't remember the exact numbers, but the boys came out. But the only problem is those shots were all here. It was at the logo.
Mhm.
Knight got it. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
anything spectacular to the point where, um, I mean, I think at the end of the second period, yeah, at the end of the second period, the only thing was Knight made this save on Petey that was sort of the high danger. Aside from that, I didn't really see anything else. Um, I was listening to the radio as I was coming back. A lot of people ripping on PD as they should.
Yeah,
If you
myself
watched, if
included.
you're yeah, if you were at the game, if you were watching it on TV, bro needs to like shoot the puck at the right time. Like you're not shooting these like crazy ass angle shots to like try to get a rebound or try to get a deflection. PD, you're not one of those people. Shoot the puck when you have like on the power play, second period, beginning of the second period. Bro had like 5 seconds and he just like I don't know what the hell he was doing. He had all that time, didn't shoot it. There was nothing in front of him. Are you looking for bodies to shoot the puck off? Or what's going on? And then the second power play, like Kane was net front and PD somehow slid from the sidewall over in front of Kane. Like, what are you do? Like, what are you actually doing? What is the point of that? Like, okay, you're trying to create some sort of what, like distraction or to shield whoever, like Spencer Knight's vision of the puck. Yeah, but your guy needs to shoot. Hronik had one shot on one shot that made it to the net. Like this is like it's so frustrating. Like
Yeah.
I don't like this game until the 57th mark of the game made me question myself. Why the hell are we season ticket holders? Why are we season ticket members when I just went to the last game I went to was against the Rangers, expecting, oh, JT coming back. It's gonna be like this huge, PD versus JT thing. And what Zibanejad had that goal, and then they wrote it. It was from the latter half of the first, and they rode that all the way to the mid third, and then until they pulled the goalie, it was 2-0. Wow, whoop-dee. Like what why are fans paying to see this? Like
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Like I feel stupid right now. Like I don't even want to go to the games because what is the point of spending like hundreds of dollars going to the game? Concessions are expensive. Um, might as well just go to the bar and spend like $150, $200 on a bar tab than watch it live when nothing's going on, right? Um, but yeah, that's my feeling after this game is just a lot of disappointment, a lot of anger, a lot of like just like their drop passes behind the back bullshit. Yeah, they made some nice passes like PD skating up and then does this really big hook back pass. Nice pass. If the guy was there, Kane does the same shit. Like it's probably like one play out of the whole thing, and they had these 2-on-1s, and I think it was back and forth with there was one with Garland and PD. PD passed it, and he got it back. If it was vintage PD, he would have rocketed that top shelf or whatever. But I understand he didn't have space. That's why he did the back pass, and then that's that.
Mhm.
Same thing with I think he went down with Kane. It's just you need to shoot the puck when you have that chance as opposed to shooting the puck when it doesn't mean anything. Sorry about
Yeah.
that whole rant. I'm just so pissed off at PD.
Yeah.
I have this jersey on. I feel like just throwing it on the ice along with the hats for Tyler Bertuzzi's like hat trick. Like the only good thing is there were goals this game. Chicago came to play. Bertuzzi redeemed himself, got those 2 goals back from the last game. End of story. You added an extra one. Cool. Vancouver, you lost another game, which should have been in the bag. Should have been. You needed this one. Are you going to win against the next three games? Columbus, Colorado, Winnipeg. Of those three, you'd be lucky if you win one of them. Columbus, maybe
No.
they lost to that tonight, and I was surprised they lost tonight. You know, but Colorado, no chance, bro, no chance. Like I've watched a couple Colorado games this year. Top line show up. They play aggressive. They play like their top line, McKinnon, all that. They play well together. You have a top line of PD, Garland, and Kane. You have Garland, doing Garland things, and then you have PD hovering. See, PD's like, oh, Garland's back. I don't have to do shit today. That's what it looked like, bro. Like last game, you have a 2-on-1 and you fall, and then you go and sit your ass down on the bench. That's an $11.6 million fall trip and then a sit. I'm sorry,
That's
like
expensive.
I have two PD jerseys. I'm a fan of PD. I have always been optimistic. Like Jordan from Unsender also says he's like, oh, you're a PD lover, blah, blah, blah. Like I have been optimistic, giving him time. But tonight just really pissed me off. Like all these passes, not taking opportune shots, and all of this PD shit, let me tell you, is brushing off to the rest of the team. DeBrusque had a chance at a shot, didn't take it. Garland had a chance at the net, didn't take it and passed it. We have the cancer in the room now because of what this guy is doing. It's brushing off. He's leading by example, and everyone is following by that. They're like, "Oh, we got 39 shots. We don't need any more shots," and then passes it. What the hell are you like thinking? This game easily could have had 50 shots. They showed it on every aspect of the game. Shots, hits, face-offs at one point. But on the scoreboard, not until the last 3 minutes. Not until the last 3 minutes, you got Kaner. Then you got, like, I was already disinterested in the game at that point. I don't even remember who scored the second goal, but, and then Bedard runs down, Yeah. At least we know in 5 to 7 years we have a player that can do something. Right.
Yeah. We just gotta unfortunately wait 5 or 7 years for it.
God damn it. Sorry on that rant. I
Oh,
apologize.
good. Okay. I loved it. I loved it. I literally did the same thing while waiting on you, waiting for you. I had a full on, like, I'm 100% with you on that. I love PD. I've been optimistic about him. Been like, okay, just been like, he's gonna get there. He's gonna get there. But just like you just said, tonight pissed me off. Like, shoot the damn puck. Like, that second back pass he did to Garland, yeah, he probably. I'm not too bothered by that one, but the first one, like, Kane wasn't even there. Kane had to skate up and get the puck. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What did you think about that third Bertuzzi goal and Myers kind of flopping around there like a dead fish in front of Lankinen? Like, what was he doing there?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't know because I at that point I was just talking to Wit and we didn't give a shit. But
I mean,
yeah,
I don't blame you, but yeah.
yeah, but it got interesting afterwards. I have a video. I don't know. I sent it out to Wit. So I took a video for Wit. I don't know if he's gonna use it for his channel, but he called the Kaner goal. He called the extra attacker, and he got lucky because Canucks pulled they pulled on a 3-0.
Yeah.
Like it was 3-0 and they already pulled the goalie, right? And I think that was around 3:45 around that time
Yeah.
point of
Yeah,
the
I heard him
game.
talking about it on the broadcast. Like how Foot likes to do it at like 4 minutes when they're down by
Yeah.
a few goals. But yeah.
but usually it's a couple goals, not three. So good on Footy to try something.
Mhm.
The system works, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, what Foot is doing, it works because they had all these opportunities. Look at the goddamn shot clock.
Yeah.
They outshot at one point, they doubled their shots, right? So they're getting these opportunities, but are they capitalizing? Um, you know, two periods is great because you had all these shots, but the problem is you didn't capitalize, and that came to bite them in the ass. Like every other game, every other third period, the other team comes back. They start the third and they're like, "We're coming after you," and one became two, two became three, and we ended with four or five actually. Like it's just that all happened in the second half of the third period,
Mhm.
like most of it. Like when can they play a full 60-minute game? I think I heard Quinn being interviewed for post game, and he's like, "Yeah, we played a like 40-minute game, and that's why they have 60. Then why don't you play the fucking 60-minute game?"
Yeah.
Like,
Just before you came on, I was watching that Quinn, and man, he looked pissed off, and two, he looked like completely dejected. Like I heard Quads ask him a question. I guess he was asking him about Knight and thinking like, you guys faced a pretty good goalie, and Quinn wasn't having any of it. He was like, I mean, he's like, I thought he was okay, but and then I think he even asked Quads. He's like, did he make a great save, like a spectacular save, like
no,
kind of gave Quads a little bit of attitude, like I was a little surprised, but I don't know if you saw my reaction watching it because it was right when you came back on. I was like, "Whoa, where'd that come from, Quinn?" But you can tell he's frustrated. He's pissed off.
bro's gone, man. Like it's
Yeah, I watching that interview, and I'm glad Steve told me to watch it because yeah, I've never seen Quinn like that.
is I guess once I came, everyone left. I guess Steve isn't in the house either, but um yeah, because I was quite late and Clay's is already halfway through. But yeah, we get to shoot some shit about this
Yeah,
game, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just to a point where I'm just so frustrated that like I'm asking myself why I put myself through this. Like why, like what is the point? We're at a point at the what is it, 15 game mark? We're what is it, 7-8? We're at 7-8 now, right?
mm-hmm.
Most games of in the NHL so far played, and we started a day late. Like we didn't even start on the first official day
Mm-hmm.
that the season started. So yeah, it is a tough schedule. Yeah, you play more games than everyone else. Yeah, but you can't blame fatigue when, come on, like the last game was Monday and you played an amazing game against Nashville. And you're back home. You should get the hype. You have the crowd behind you. You have Diwali going on. Like you disappointed this whole Diwali celebration. They put Diwali, or the schedule makers had Chicago there for a win for Diwali. And you come in, yeah, you showed up shooting. What was the end shot count? Do you know? Because I don't even know. I
Ended
it
up
was
with
support.
45 shots.
Yeah, 45 shots in a game. When was the last time you ever see the Canucks have 45 shots and lose a goddamn game? I don't remember.
I
When you
mean,
have 45
they broke a
shots,
franchise record for most goals without a goal.
most goals without a goal, most shots without a goal.
Or most shots. Sorry, I butchered that. Yeah, most shots without a goal they set a franchise record. And that was through 2 periods.
Dude, I had shit riding for this game. Like I thought I was being optimistic and playing it safe and all of that. I made a bet today, my usual go-to bet, kind of like Clay's 4-2, you know,
Mm-hmm.
prediction. Mine usually a tie, and let's hope that the Canucks win. Because it's worked. I mean, every time they go into overtime this year, they've won with Demko. They had two. Demko won in overtime, and the last one, there was less than 10 seconds left. And then the other two that went to shootouts, Lanky bailed their asses out. It also helped that I can't remember. I think it was Braden Shen went down for the shootout and like didn't eat like the puck just like left his stick and he couldn't recover. Like it's just without our goaltending duo, this team would be worse than whoever's last, which is like San Jose. And San Jose won today.
Yeah, 6-1.
Like Charlotte should be happy about that win today. I was looking at the scoreboards while watching the game because the game just sucked. There was nothing. Like there were just shots, but most of the shots were either just it was so easy for Spencer Knight to just you know and the rebounds just nothing. Everything was on the crest. Everything was just like what was the scouting report? Like, can you even shoot above near the glove? Not here, but over here or over here, like anywhere but here, and potentially get a goal. Like, no, they just decide, oh, let's just get those shots in, get a record, and call it a day. Like, yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. Like I feel like such an ass for doing this. But like Irvin was saying, like after the last game, like he's gone on several streams, went on Clay's stream saying, oh, we did win, but this is what I see. Yeah, structurally, we're messed, man. We have a 2C.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we have a 2C acting like he's a 1C. And we need I was actually going to say something really bad, but we have Garland that's driving that line with Kane, and Kane making these like, oh God, like he didn't play great either. Like he scored a goal, but he didn't. Like there were like, especially on the empty net extra man opportunity, like. Yeah, I would not trust Kane under those situations. Like, even though he scored that goal in the first one, the second time, yeah, that was kind of on him a little bit, a little bit.
I love this comment. KCS correction. We have a 3C acting like a 1C.
Okay, how about this?
Bravo.
We have a left winger trying to play. Actually, no. Sorry, we have two left wingers that they're trying to play at center. That's Petey and Reichel. Reichel was another person that I thought, bro, you're playing your old team. You have all the intel because you practice with these guys. How do you not know how to score on Spencer Knight? How do you not know what his tendencies are? Dude, I bet on Reichel to have at least a point. I was not even like, yo, this guy's going to score a goal tonight. I was just hoping he'd get a point, and he disappointed. And November, it's Jake DeBrusk month.
Mm-hmm.
He had 14 goals last year. 14 goals in November last year. I mean, even though right now it's the 5th of November, it's 5 days in. He scored one goal against against is Minnesota, right? Shit. Sorry, I'm already. No, they lost against Nashville. 1 goal against Nashville.
Yeah.
They lost. What was it? 5-2 against Minnesota. Okay. Oh my god! Like DeBrusk showed up in the beginning, the first 40 minutes. Oh, bro had so many shots. Like Witt, I told Witt, I was like, yeah, made a bet. I asked Witt before at the beginning of the game, I was like, do you think DeBrusk will get 3 shots? Because I was gonna bet on DeBrusk on 3 shots. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I probably put money on Reichel getting a point. I was like, okay, fair game. So I did that. I put DeBrusk at 2 shots. He made that. Kaner for 3 shots. Bro had 9 shots.
I think
Nine.
at the end he had 10.
Well, 10 shots. He had a quarter of what the team shot. Bro got a goal. So that's what's his shooting percentage? 10%. Oh my god! Like, what the hell is going on, man? Seriously, like, how do you not like Spencer Knight is good, but he's not that good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're making these guys are making Spencer Knight look like
A million bucks.
no, he'd be like Ed Belfour back in the day kind of thing. But
Mm-hmm.
actually, Ed Belfour was lucky most of the time. Like, he wasn't like a spectacular goalie. He was just lucky, right? Um, but yeah, this is so mind baffling, man.
Yeah, I do like Japan for going on the whole correction. We have a 3C. He's adding on to that. Yeah, and our 1C is acting like a figure skater. I love it. I love it, Steve. Yeah, let's
Well,
just keep
Stevie, if
piling
you're
on PD.
yeah, Stevie, if you no, okay, bro, I had these chats with Steve last game and I loved it. During the game with Wit, we were talking about Steve and Wit tells me he's like, "Oh, wow, PD, that was a good pass." And he goes, "Yeah, if I told Steve that, he'd be like, yeah, not worth 11.6." Love it. Stevie, man, we need you on here, my friend.
Speaking of Steve, he goes, I think my old international Thailand hockey team can beat the Canucks.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. I definitely got to get Japan 4 on here. I love all that. Like, especially now, all the whole PD stuff. I mean, I kind of went a little uncensored, unhinged today. Just, what was it? One of the most recent games you said, didn't you say you almost like threw your vape at the TV or something like that?
Oh, damn it. No, it was last. It was
Like,
last game. It was last game.
yeah,
So
yeah.
PD
I mean,
fell on a 2-on-1. Today, I
yeah.
almost. Anyways, I was up in section 319, right? Like, I was too far. I was like, yeah, there's no point. Oh my God, it was just. I like, yeah, I don't want to go to any more games at this point. It was nice. I saw one of my high school buddies, who's also a season ticket holder, and I was asking him when he's going to the next game. And initially, he was telling me it was going to be Edmonton, but that was in January. But apparently, even Colorado, he has tickets to that are haven't been sold. So he's like, "Yeah, I might have to come to the Colorado game on Sunday." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I don't. That's going to be a bloodbath."
Oh, yeah.
You have two Makars playing. You got two Makars playing. Kale and his brother are playing in that game, I think. He had his rookie lap a couple days ago. I didn't really follow it, but I just noticed that there's two Makars, and yeah, at least Makar gets to play with his brother, and Huggy doesn't. He's winning on that forefront right there.
uh, um, Japan, Steve, I just want to win one cup before I die. Please, hockey gods. Yeah. I think that's all. That's all we want. That's all we want. Um, that was me on Saturday.
Steve, Steve,
Please,
Steve,
baseball
Steve is
gods.
talk. Steve is talking like he plays for the Canucks. It's pretty funny, but I can't wait to see what Steve is going to leave in the comments after I said that. But
Well,
yeah,
I
man.
think he'd be a better skater than Petey, man. At least he'd stay on his feet.
See, the thing is, like, PD did gain, what is it, like 6 kilos, 13 pounds, whatever. Now he's
Yeah.
too top heavy. That's why he's falling even more. He didn't put the weight down on his legs. He didn't work on his skating as much. Something that surprised me was Carlson. Carlson was back checking at one point during the game. And I was like, wow, okay. Like his skating's not great. Everyone knows that. But he's played well when he catches up. When he gets to the where he needs to be, his checking is great. But he was back checking today, which was great. Reichel is just too fast. He's too fast for this team.
Yeah.
I don't think like imagine if we had Heedle healthy during the first 5 games and we had Reichel on his wing. Bro,
Yeah.
that line would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But right now at this point, who is able to skate that fast? No one. That's why it just seems like Reichel was like everywhere because he couldn't enter the zone. He had to wait. And the guys just, bro, like if he was on wing, that'd be amazing. I think if we had the center depth and we had Reichel play on the left wing with Petey and Garland, that would be an experiment that we can work on as long as Petey does his thing. Because if Petey's gonna pass, you might as well pass to Reichel, and if Reichel can finish off, great. Garland does his spins, creates space, out to Petey, Petey over to Reichel, boom, like tap in. That'd be great because Reichel would be already there. It's that fast. And another thing with I don't know, like this Besser DeBrusque combo, I still like I'm not very happy with this. It like something needs to change. Doesn't matter, like you have Reichel, DeBrusque, and Besser. None of those guys are line like driving the line. It's tough, and both those people are waiting for passes to get goals. DeBrusque out in the dirty areas in the front, waiting for a rebound to pop in. Besser mid range shots. You just need like an actually good centerman, which we don't have. Heedle actually might have worked well with them. Heedle could have created some space and gotten them the shots, but yeah. What is Steve saying here?
That's why he needs to spend that 11.6 on Thunder thighs.
Yeah. Okay.
I do like this from Steve. I played at Rogers Arena almost more than a full season. I should be on the team. I would definitely speak my mind.
What's you know what? Screw this. Steve, since we're still doing this and we're only like an hour 20 in, we're gonna miss Clay's stream anyways. Steve, you want to jump on? Well, like Ty, you want to throw a link out there and get Steve because Steve will talk your socks off.
Yeah, here, let me find that link.
And by the way, congrats on
I'll wait and see if Steve wants to.
congrats on
I'll wait and see if Steve
hitting
actually wants to.
those subs. You hit
Yeah,
a milestone, eh?
Yeah, I hit 1,500 finally after being stuck on was it 48 for a few months now. Yeah, I think it was right after our stream. You know, I went to go upload the stream to Spotify, and I happened to check my like YouTube, and I was at 1,500, and I was like, oh, cool. So yeah, big milestone for me. Actually, I think it was a few weeks ago. I surpassed 300 episodes on Spotify alone. I don't
Nice.
obviously post everything on Spotify. Like there's certain things that I don't post or upload to Spotify.
Like if
So
we
there's
swear,
well, no, not
like
not
if your guest
necessarily
swear.
that, but I think I mainly during the off season I posted just like news videos on Spotify. They weren't actual
Yeah.
like post games or I think there was certain videos that just weren't really meant for audio, like just strictly audio. They were more like visual. So I wouldn't post those onto Spotify. But yeah, no, it was a couple weeks ago I surpassed 300 episodes. Even though I'm only
Congrats.
2 seasons in, and I think we're at episode. I mean, this one when I upload it will be episode 33 of season 2, which is strange to say because it's only November. But I technically started season 2 with my quads interview in September.
Yeah.
So that was the start of season 2, technically. So we'll see where we get to by the end of this season because I'll probably have season 2 go until about April because that's basically what I did the first season. I did like, what was it, January to September, bit of a shortened first season. And then this one will be, September to April.
So you heard it here. You heard it here. Tyler, the line change predicts the Canucks will not make the playoffs, so it's only going to be until April.
uh, well, hopefully not. I mean, we'll see what Abby does. I know Abby hasn't been playing well at all.
Dude, they're
They've
on a
been,
six. What is it? 6 or 8 game losing streak.
I think it's 8 games now, 8 game losing
Yeah.
streak. I feel bad for Dave Hall having to cover that team right now.
Dude, that's
Actually,
such great. If you're a betting person, just bet against Abby Canucks. Dude, you've been winning money every day, every game. Like there's hey, highlight
congrats, Dave.
the
You mean
af
you mean the Kalamazoo Canucks? That's good.
yeah, pretty much. It's like an ECHL. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yo, highlight the Reichel one. There's like an I saw another message, Casey something just after the yeah, let me take a
Oh,
look.
Reichel is
Yeah.
is that Mikheyev or yeah?
Yeah, it's just spelt wrong. Mikheyev 2.0.
Okay.
Yo, Mikheyev got a goal today.
Yeah, yeah. Like what the
Bro.
heck?
So Whit and I were talking during the game and we kind of came to a well, he came to the conclusion or came to the to idea that we lost Mikheyev because of PD. We lost Kuzmenko because of PD. Um, and obviously we lost. I'm adding this one in. We lost JT Miller because of PD. I mean, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So, my whole rant to start this, like me coming in to start the rant. PD is technically the cancer. Like, if it wasn't for PD, like seriously, like we'd still have Miller. Um,
Probably still have Kuzi.
Kuzmenko, Kuzi, I don't know because Kuzi was just defensively wasn't great,
Mm-hmm.
and Talkett really didn't like how Kuzi played. And if if Talkett was still around, Sasson would be back in Abbey because
Mm-hmm.
Sasson face-offs is garbage. It's what he's at 38%. Um, aside from scoring all those goals to start the season, like the guy was on a tear. Like every game he played,
Mm-hmm.
he scored. He scored a goal. He scored in game every game he played for Abbey. First couple or 3 games for the Canucks. So the offensive side is there, but defensively, he's not that responsible. So, um, yeah, if Talkit was still around, they'd be gone. Like I joked with Wit today about why there were so many shots. Is there was a post earlier about the lower shot teams or Talkit's teams, like what their shot averages were for the year. It listed like Arizona, it listed Canucks, it listed Philly, and all of them were around like what 25 shots at most. Like it's just ridiculous. Like Canucks were 31st last year in shots, and I think Philly's 31st or last this year.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I think that's pretty.
yeah.
But
I
hey,
think
that's
this is
we'll
wit.
talk
I
hockey.
think this one's
Yeah,
wit. I think this is
I was
wit.
just about to say, is this Jordan or is this Wet? I wouldn't be surprised if it was Wet. Um,
I don't know,
but
man.
yeah,
Wit, I think he has an early morning, but yeah, I mean, if Wit is there and Tyler posted that link, you should jump on, my friend. Like, just let's just talk about the game. Let's talk about how G goes to games with the uncensored hosts and is 0-2. So so that's
it's Wit's fault they lost tonight. And then it goes past Jordan's bedtime. So which one is it? Is it Wit
it's
or is it
obviously
Jordan?
Jordan. It's obviously Jordan. So
Yeah.
I went to the game with Jordan. I went to the Rangers game with Jordan and they lost. And Jordan didn't watch the game. He was interviewing the whole time. He didn't even realize that Garland was out. Uh,
I saw that.
and
I saw
and
that. Yeah.
obviously they lost. And then I go to the game with Whit tonight, hoping that there's a bit of change. And yeah, 0-2 with the uncensored crew.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to go with Steve and see how it goes, and then listen to Steve rant about how much he hates PD. I mean, he doesn't hate it. He's just realistically,
Yeah.
I don't want to say judging, but just
He vents realistically about PD is what he
yeah.
does. Speaking of Steve, I love how he's like, it's Bunny. It's not Wet or Jordan. It's Bunny. And then Canucks Uncensored. Wit jinxed him with all his calls.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no,
it's
no, 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 no.
it's both of them. It's both of them. How are you guys doing
How
that?
are you? Yo, Whit, you told me you had an early meeting and you had to go. Are you guys, if your guys are together, are you guys doing a stream right now? But you can't be because you're here leaving comments. So if the two of you are together, why wouldn't you be doing a stream, but coming on here and leaving messages?
I don't think they're streaming right now, or else they probably wouldn't be in here. I mean, I'm gonna quickly check, but I don't think they are. Oh,
Yo,
Sweden.
I think, where, Tyler, did you leave the link in the chat?
Not yet. I was waiting for Steve to say something, but he said he was busy. Steve, that is. But I can still
Okay.
post the link. So
Post the link because I'm sure Irvin, after leaving Clay's stream, is gonna jump on, and I would love to hear what he has to say. Respect to Clay, I actually sent him the pictures, but I will go and rewatch your stream after this. But I had to make it up to Tyler today because I was late. I had personal family issues I had to deal with. That's why I'm late. But Irvin, since you're here, Tyler's going to leave the link below. Join, jump on. Let us know what you thought about the game. I know you watched it at home, but yo, this PD experiment is like I am a PD fan, but bro, tonight just wrecked it. Like this was like the last straw. It just Yeah, I don't want to swear on here, but yeah, this is so tough.
Mhm. Urban says
And,
it might be a bit late for him, but we got Wit. Looks like we got
oh,
Wit.
bro, what is up? Oh, I'm
Oh,
so
look at
tired,
that
man,
triple
but I saw
threat.
you guys on. There you go. I'm pretty
Come on,
tired,
buddy.
but I got to do this a bit here before I pass
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to finally go to a game though. There, Wit.
Yeah, it was I'm gonna say it was
Minus the
okay,
result,
yeah.
obviously.
Minus the result, it was fun. Just chatting with G, that was awesome. And just hang out and just talk about anything about Canucks. Like it was super awesome. Uh so yeah, like you said, the result wasn't there, but at least, you know, just hang out with Canuck fans, talking about hockey, like that's the most important thing and the most fun thing about this community. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I do like
he got to meet
Urban's style.
Rosario.
Yeah.
Wit finally got up to uh level 400. We went up there to see Chan and Selena, and Rosie came up with us, and we almost met Tyson Berry. Almost.
Ooh.
Wit and I were standing there, and that host person was like, "Are you guys part of the event?" And we're like, "No, we just came up to say hi to friends." They're like, then you should probably just go back down." And as we're like, I was waiting for the washroom, and she's like, "You should go downstairs and use that because this one gets busy." And Tyson Berry was inside. So as I walk towards the elevator, Tyson Berry leaves, and Wit's like, damn, he just went back in. Like we were hoping to get a picture with him, but yeah, we didn't end up doing that. But
We
Wow.
got a picture of who we suspect is Fred Brathwaite, though.
I don't think that is him.
He's like, what
Makes
the fuck
us,
are these guys taking pictures with us?
I feel like, oh my god, I feel like such an asshole right now because it feels like we Asians are racist. We think all black people look the same, but bro, like he looked like Fred Brathwaite, man. Like I personally thought it was. And I asked Whit, I was like, you know who Fred Brathwaite is? He's like, yeah, that Flames goalie. And I was like, yeah, that should be him. Let's ask him and see if we can take a picture. So I go up to him. I was like, hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but can we take a picture? He's like, why? He's like, okay, fine, whatever.
And then after the picture, as we were taking a picture, I was like, we know who you are. And he starts smiling. I'm like, what the fuck? Afterwards, he's like, are you sure that's Brathwaite? He's like, what the hell? What was going on, man?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I do like Urban's here.
Oh god.
My thought: Chicago really gonna effing complete their rebuild before us. Maybe.
No doubt.
Um,
No doubt.
Urban. Speaking of Tyson Berry, he says you almost saw Tyson's berries
Yeah.
in the washroom window.
Yeah. Yeah.
That single ownership.
He locked the door so I
I
couldn't go
watched
in.
the intermission. I watched the intermission with Barry on there. Usually, I don't. I mentioned it earlier in the stream. I usually don't watch the intermission because of a certain somebody. Fear of him being on.
I don't like
So
I don't like
don't
that guy
really watch
too.
it. I said it
Which is
earlier. His
who?
last name
Hmm?
rhymes with Dick. His last name
Wait,
rhymes with Dick.
Do you know who we're talking about?
Luke
No.
Gastic.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, okay.
Guy's such a goof. Such a
That
goon, man.
guy. Yeah. Although I
I know
haven't
that
seen
guy.
him really in the intermissions for Canucks games, so maybe Sportsnet learned their lesson. But yeah,
No.
anyway, I watched.
No. There was one game this year. It was a Canucks game, and it was just like a regional thing, and he was on there. And I'm like, really? Like after what he said about the Canucks,
Yeah.
you still have this like clown on for Canucks games? Like you must be kidding me.
Yeah,
Dude,
like
that
put
guy's
him
such
on
a
the
homer,
Oilers.
man.
Put him on the Oiler games. Keep him away from the Canucks games. But I actually watched the intermission, and I was listening. I was doing some work on the on the computer, and I had the game on in the background, and I was listening to what Tyson Berry was saying about Kane. And I thought it was really interesting. You know, he was talking about playing with him and how Kane was, you know, like not necessarily lighting it up, but like shooting the puck a lot, like getting a lot of shots on goal. And he even like chuckled, and they commented saying, you know, like him watching Kane on the ice, they could see him like chuckling to himself about it. And he's like, yeah, that's Kaner for you. You know, when he's gets in a mode, he just fires the puck. You know, he's just tries to get the puck on net, and you know, more and more and more and more. And yeah, I thought that was very interesting. That you know, when he's in a mood, he kind of comes alive. So, and we saw he ended up having 10 shots. So,
did you know that, Whit? Because the last time we talked at the game, we're like, did you guess how many shots Kane had? And I showed you, and you're like, okay. He ended up with 10 shots tonight.
Yeah, freak! I thought he had like 5, and then I'm like, 5's already a lot, and the guy had like 10, and dude, he probably had 10 shots just to go along with all the dangles he had too. He had like at least like 10 dangles where he just deked around everyone, and then he just behind the net and just couldn't get it past out front. But he beat a guy like every time 1-on-1. Like it's
There was
crazy.
a very nice one that you and I agreed on in the third. He just dangled it, got past it. He just couldn't. He couldn't finish, and he did a wraparound, and I think it just went post side.
Yeah,
But Kane offensively is great. It's just defensively, he's very worrisome. Like it's just like you don't have trust on the defensive side for him, and he takes these stupid ass penalties. I don't. He didn't take one today,
no, he didn't
but
take a penalty
but
today. Sorry.
but yeah, But he gave up that Bedard goal. He was part of that.
Yeah, he was a part of that goal. But,
Mhm.
yeah, he's heating up a
I
bit
love
though.
this. I'd rather have baby voice Yannick Hansen than Gazdick. That's good. Japan for Justin's here. What up, Justin? Yeah, we're up late because we've been ranting.
I think Tyler, we should continue this. Like we should do after Clay. So the show should be after Clay. If it's the same day as Clay, and people would jump on after coming to Clay's, which could work, and we'll get more people chatting it up, and we can do responses, and we can start later. But before that,
really good idea.
Whit, how's your cat? I just saw your cat.
My other cat. I have 3.
Oh.
My youngest one's very energetic, and he's around like a vase, and I'm afraid she'll knock it down. One's in the room sleeping. That's the one that just had the surgery, but
Okay.
it's all good. Yeah, and then the other one's just laying around. So, yeah.
Roderick Brathwaite.
Japan 4 says Roderick Brathwaite. So I guess referring to the guy you guys run into.
Maybe it was a cousin. I don't know.
Maybe.
I gotta say, this is to be very honest. Like this is the first time I've actually met Whit in person. I had an awesome time at the game with him. It's just the knowledge that this guy has in terms of hockey, and it's not just the Canucks. It's like the league and other players and all of that. It was really it was a lot of fun just spitballing, shooting shit with him about different players, different potential options. And I never actually got to tell him this in person when we were at the game. Is I think the very first time that Whit caught my eye was when he was giving the off-season options for the 2Cs and all that. And I saw that and I was like, interesting. That's not really like mainstream, what people are actually reporting or Canucks media is reporting. And he threw in a couple that were like, oh, okay. Like I was just gonna say the F word, but I can dig with that. And it's just really intriguing on how he looks at the analytics side of things. And I was also saying that how him and Jordan work very well because of this whole yin and yang, kind of like Tyler and myself. Like, I'm a bit more outspoken. Tyler's kind of, looking at the stats or checking if what I'm saying is right. It's kind of like how Witt and Jordan, function too, because Witt is a huge stats guy, and then Jordan kind of has that raw emotion and just gives it how it is. So, really want to shout out to you guys, like Canucks Uncensored. Love watching your content, and it was great going to the game with you, Witt.
Thanks, man. You're a very knowledgeable guy, and you know a lot of stuff too. I give you a lot of credit, man. There's like your analytics, and then you also know the options, like as I like speak with them. So yeah, I I don't really need to do anything else. I can just talk about it, and then you already know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's a lot easier speaking with someone that knows their stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what Fred Brathwaite or how Fred Brathwaite looks like. So
I followed your lead, man. I didn't know.
Plan for Steve. I guess he's referencing to Kane. Maybe he should shoot all the time so it keeps him out of the box. Yeah. So I guess be more pissed off. Use that Hulk rage just on the puck, not on the players, please. I really like this comment from Justin. Canucks have 109 shots in the last 3 games. Speaking of like stats,
oh my god,
109 shots in the last 3 games versus many Nashville and Chicago, all middling, subpar, or poor teams, and EP40 has a whopping 2 in those 3 games.
11.6. 11.6.
Dude,
God damn it.
Those are some 11.6.
Sorry, I'm gonna take off this jersey. Off the mic.
Dude. Hey, man, did you see? Gee, man, and Tyler, I don't know if you saw, man, there were 2 $11.6 million drop passes today. Did you see? That was crazy today, man. Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Dude.
We talked about that earlier.
Oh, I lost so many brain cells. Oh, dude, like 1,000 brain cells for each drop pass. Oh man, it was hard to watch.
Hey, which one was worse of the 2 that you saw?
It's got to be the breakaway one, because I also saw that one coming. Like when he was on the breakaway, I was like, "Oh, don't do the pass." Yeah, he did the pass, and then
the Garland one that we were talking about, right?
Yeah, I think and then afterwards. Was it Garland or Kane? But either way, the one that the guy actually got a shot off, like from PD's pass. Was it Garland or Kane who shot it? Like that actually got it on goal. It was Kane. Yeah, so I'm talking about that play.
Tyler, was it Kane?
I think it was Kane.
Kane was the first one.
Yes, it was the first one. It was the breakaway one. Yeah, that one was more frustrating because I knew that PD would make that pass. That's why it was so frustrating, because I knew he didn't have the confidence to shoot that puck. That is why. That's just for sure. And that annoyed me a lot that he would make that pass. And remember, the first question I asked you, I was like, even if Kane scored there, was that the right play? And you said no. 100%. It was literally the wrong play, even if.
And my response to Witt was it was not an $11.6 million pass. It was like a 1.6 that like
1.6.
It'd be like a Doc pass, because Doc would not have the confidence to like pull that shit off. So PD obviously could have shot that, but he just didn't have the room and he didn't have the confidence, right?
Mm-hmm. Like prime PD is shooting that thing. Like,
yeah. Oh. Another one from Justin. EP40 has only 5 more shots than Hito, who hasn't played in 2 weeks.
Oh my god. You know what? Wait a sec.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
We need okay. Justin Credible is just as much as a PD critic as Steve Japan 4. The two of them, bro. Like I went to a home opener and I was talking with Justin after the game and we're just hanging out and the guy keeps telling me like PD didn't get a shot until like the 40th minute of the game or like the 45th minute of the game and then he goes
Yes.
off and says he's like, look at these other players. He's like a McKinnon or like, um, I don't know, whoever, like, has like 5 shots in a game in the first period. And like, couldn't get his first shot until, mid third period. So he just goes off. So every time if I see PD getting a shot within the first period, I would message him. I'd hit him up and be like, yo, PD got his first shot. Like that first goal, 58
I do
seconds
it too.
in, just to piss him off. But yeah, he's a PD police for shots, whereas Steve is just PD police of PD. Like he's so critical. Remember that play? Whit, you're telling me like PD made a good pass. But if I would tell Steve that, what would he say? You remember like
I
I
mean,
think
you're
it was like a
supposed
first
to.
period.
Did I say something like, "Oh, you're supposed to make that pass"? Just make 11.6.
Steve is in the
While we're
chat right
on
now,
this,
I think.
yeah, yeah. While we're on this PD brigade, Justin, a Timbits kid would have a shot on a breakaway. Just
Man,
keep it
Yeah.
coming, Justin. Oh man, I should just rename this from post game show to just the
The
roast
PD
of
show.
Elias Pettersson, or
Hey.
or EP40, just so people don't get confused. I'm not talking about DPD.
can I give you guys a crazy stat? I'm gonna do this on the show, but I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna ask you guys.
You heard it first
Go ahead.
here on the
Okay.
line change.
Okay, listen to this. Tell me, in the year 2025, how many 3+ point games has PD had in the year 2025?
Actually, wait.
One.
No. 2025, because that includes January 2025, so half of last season,
Yes.
right? So we're talking 2025 strictly. So it could be the 2024-2025 season and the
Mm-hmm.
25 season that we've had so far, the 15 games. Tyler, you can go first. Let me think about this one.
Yeah, well, now that you mentioned that, dating back to January, I might have to think about it. But
This
I'm just
year
gonna rattle off.
this year he's only
I'll rattle
had,
off 3.
you say 3. This season, I don't think he's had a 3-point game. He's had 2 2-point games.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had 2 2-point games.
Mhm.
And last season, he had, I just want to say 1. I want to say 1 from last season.
Okay. So in all of 2024, he had 8 3+ point games, but a lot of that was from January to March, right? Like that deadly run. In all of
All-Star.
pre All-Star. In all of 2025, he has 1 3+ point games. One. Okay.
I remember that game. I remember watching that game. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's got the 1. Okay. Now, in all of 2024 and 2025 combined, he has had 9 3+ point games, but 8 of those were from 2024. Okay. If I give the same stat for William Nylander, he has at least 3+ points games this year, and if you include all of 2024 and all of 2025, pretty much same contract, he has 18 3+ point games. PD has 9.
He
One
has
of
3
the
this
9
year or this season?
this season,
Oh, right.
right?
Yo,
So
Nylander got me some money today because I bet on Nylander and Matthews to get a point. They had points from the previous game or 2 points. And yeah, Nylander is dude, the guy's
Dude.
money.
dude, the guy's a winger, and PD can't even get cheap 3-point games.
Hey, hold up on that point. Because Tyler's loving this. Tyler is just,
Oh yeah.
let me put it this way. If PD was a winger, can you say the same thing?
I don't know, can I? My other argument would just be, I don't think Nylander plays with Matthews unless it's on the power play. It's not his regular line mate.
That's true.
So
Yes.
it's pretty. So you get what I'm trying to say? Like I wasn't basing it just purely off as a winger, but like, you also think about who he plays with, and a power play you load up, you got to do damage, right? But if his regular line mate isn't the best center, right? And PD's
Who does he
supposed to be
play?
the best center.
Who does he play on the regular lines? On the 5-on-5?
In the 5-on-5, I'm guessing he plays with Tavares. And then I don't know who his other winger is, but I think that's it. And then power play, of course, he has to play with Matthews.
It's probably Knives,
I
right?
think it's McMahon.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
McMahon right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So like, just think about it, right? Food for thought. Like that's just absolutely insane. Yeah, and I went even further with that, and I have like 3 or 4 other players like Panarin and a couple other guys, Connor, and then and one more guy,
No.
and all of them have 15
Connor-
plus point games.
Connor, dude. I'll let you guys all. I'll straight up tell you guys this. I placed a bet on Connors to win Rocket Richard this year. All the guy does is just score goals, man.
Yeah,
Like,
absolute
bro,
machine. Dude.
Look at
Honestly,
his goals, man. They're amazing. If we had
Dude.
Connor, bro, like just you could ride a team off Connors, man. This
Dude.
kid is just amazing.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, like all these things, I'm like, dude, man.
And Connor's getting paid what, like 8-9 million? 8, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's
11.6. Holy crap. Like PD was ninth before all these other contracts that have been extended this year. Before Kaprizov, McDavid pretty much stayed the same. PD was ninth to start the season. Now he's like 10th or 11th.
Yeah.
Like if you're 10th or 11th in the league by salary wise, shouldn't that technically mean that you need to be in top 10 in scoring?
Yes.
Because what you and I talked about salary wise and like how players should be paid and all that. Like it's like paying Darnell Nurse, or as Alfred would be saying, Sarah's better. Sarah Nurse is better than Darnell Nurse. And Darnell Nurse is getting paid $9 million a year to play terrible defense and awful offense. Like I don't know the stats. I don't know. Like I'm being a Jordan right now. Shit, I shouldn't be using that term, but I haven't looked at Darnell Nurse's stats this year in terms of offense. But yeah, I don't like if it wasn't for Darnell Nurse and not for McDavid taking a pay cut, bro could have been like Kaprizov money. He could have done the extension 2 years. I think it was 2 years. For 12 and a half, he could have been like he's like 18. He'd be like 20 million. I want 20 million a year, 40 million for 2 years. And the Oilers would have just been like, here, there's a check right there. There you go. He took 12 and a half. So they took that money and signed Wallman to an extension. Because Nurse can't get shit done. It's kind of like how Eric Carlson is a $10 million defenseman, and he was thrown back and forth everywhere, and now he's in Pittsburgh, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So PD signing for 11.6. Looking back at things, I mean, everything. If we look back, it's 2020, right? But I was telling Whit at the game, like PD is the demise of this club because of the immaturity, because of the professionalism. If you know what, I'll give it to him. If Bo Horvat was still around, I think Petey would be a different player right now. The two had a really good friendship, brotherhood, whatever it was. Even though it was like this country club kind of bullshit, I think it would have worked, and Petey wouldn't have gone on to this how he is now. It's pass first mentality as opposed to vintage Petey, where he would deke, dangle. You know, I was telling Whit about that goal in Carolina where he crashed into the boards after doing a 5-hole last year. It was probably around January when they had that long road, Eastern swing. We don't see that Petey anymore, and we need Connor Garland, who is signed to a $6 million deal, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. A third line right winger who is now playing first line because the guy plays with passion. The guy is taking over Bo Horvat's role at the end of the game and high fiving, handshaking, fist bumping. He's taking on that role because he cares. He loves hockey that much, and he's trying to get Petey out of the funk. Also told Whit during the game, if it wasn't for Connor Garland going on that line with Petey before he got injured, Petey wouldn't have ignited and started off. He played okay after Garland got injured, but no, it's not vintage Petey. And Whit asked me a really great question at the game. He said, if there were 10 games and Petey had an assist every game, or 5 games, and he had 2 assists every game for 10 points, would you be satisfied? Tyler, would you be satisfied if Petey went on a streak of 5 games and he had multi-point assists? So 2 assists every game for 5 games straight. Would you be happy right now? I want to ask Steve that question too. I don't know if he's here. I would love to hear what Steve would say because I know what Steve is going to say. But Tyler, as the host, please tell me, would you be happy?
I mean, on one hand, I do have PD in fantasy, so I'd be happy about that. But I think
For 11.6, my friend.
But in general, probably not. I wouldn't think that is good enough. But
Why?
Good enough for the PD police, though.
I take the fantasy points though. But that'd be the only reason.
No, but just because of the fantasy. But as an $11.6 million player who's actually being paid $14 million in actual cash this year and last year, is that enough? Is that enough?
Not to me, no.
And Whit, I know what you're gonna say, but please.
It's not enough. It might be enough for the PD police, but it's not enough for us, for me.
I know it's
right?
not enough for Rev Trav, that's for sure.
Faraz is gonna come after your ass, Whit.
I'm just saying right now, if anyone wants to say that's good enough, okay, fine. You tell me, if it's good enough, okay, fine. But it's got to be Bergeron level if you're going to be like that. But you're not Bergeron level. If you're Bergeron level, it's much different.
Let me clarify something. Bergeron level, from my understanding, would be he would actually win faceoffs, and he would be great defensively, and he would be paid 11.6.
But he would at least be getting 70 to 90 points while looking dangerous on both ends of the ice.
Selkie,
right?
Selkie.
Right, but that's a difference in the city. Freaking Bergman does Selkie like shit pretty much every freaking game, and then PD does Selkie like shit every 3 games, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, Selkie!" Like, frick, man. Like, that's the annoying part. Like, he's good on defense, but he's not Bergeron level. But he sucks on offense, and we're praising him for swinging his stick to get the puck to Besser in overtime. That's
where he dug the puck out and gave it to Besser.
Yeah,
Makes a
but
difference.
yeah, but like still, like we're praising the little things that he does because like that's the one thing that he did good, one or a few things that he did good in that game, but we still need overall picture, right? Like I mean, you watched the video. Like I gave PDS props, dude. I was bugging Japan for him. Like, say it. Who set him up for the goal? Like, say it. Like, who assisted on the winning goal? Like, we were bugging him about it because really want to give PDS props and hope he does better. But he's not a Bergeron, and he's not a sniper. He's this middle guy that does one or the other. That's not 11.6, right?
Hey,
That's
hey, Whit, how about we give a shout out to one of your followers, Mr. Anderson, is it? Or I can't remember the name you were telling me. Sanderson, remember that guy you were telling me, that troll?
oh, is it Johnson?
Oh, Johnson, sorry.
I always give
Oh, that guy.
Johnson.
Mm.
Yeah, he's
Ty, do you know about
always.
this person? Do you know about this guy? Because I haven't noticed, but
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
give
I
him a
do.
shout out. Like
I think
especially what we're talking about with PD. Let's give him a shout out here and see if he leaves a comment down below.
Mm.
Just do it,
Moby
man.
John,
Just do it.
Sean Johnson. Just say what you
Maybe,
got to say.
maybe.
Although he's come around a little bit, in every single one of his comments, he's like, "Hey, if you want to say he's not worth 11.6, that's fair. I'm fine for that. But like, don't sell him short for anything else." Like he's come a long way. Like he used to just be like arguing every little thing, but now he'll argue some things and say, "Hey, it's cool to say he's not worth 11.6, but you're shitting on him more than you need to."
Yeah, but the guy deletes his posts, man.
Yeah, he did.
He doesn't own up to that
Yeah,
what he said
nor did
before.
I, nor did I call him out on it either.
Well,
I
if
didn't.
sorry, what was his name? Sean Johnson.
Yeah, on YouTube, that's where he normally calls us out.
Okay, Sean Johnson. If you're watching this, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear it. I'm not gonna be like wit and PG all this stuff. I will come after you because we're using stats, we're using visuals of how we see the game. Wit and I were at the game. Um, you know, it's not worth 11.6, and if you think it is, you're delusional. Just like Faraz, I'm sorry to call you out, but yeah, PD's not better than McDavid. PD's not better than JT Miller. Witt actually got the facts. JT had 26 to
28.
28 primary assists, which I call on his show before he looked at the stats of Besser's 40 goal campaign. And PD, we couldn't really find the stats because, they're mainly secondary. But if Faraz or Sean Johnson wants to challenge this, I'm here. I'm going to be at the line change. I'm going to be at Canucks Uncensored. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me, bring it on. Let's do it. I'd love to meet you, my friend.
Uh,
I
And
don't.
I
guess
did
what?
want
Just one sec. One last thing.
I did want to show this though.
Bro, I have a goddamn PD jersey. It's not like I hate him. I spent hard earned money on this bullshit, and I'm just disappointed. So if you have some shit to say, bring it, my friend.
Oh man, we're turning into
Dude.
No
uncensored.
one messes.
Getting into
No
uncensored.
one messes. Here we go. No one messes with the Canucks community. No one messes with CCC, which is Canucks Clay's commentary. No one messes with the line change here, Tyler. No one messes with Canucks Uncensored, which is Whit Jordan. No one messes with Doodle Hockey, Rev Trev. All these guys here, we are strong as one. And if you want to come after us, come after me. I don't have a channel yet. I might. I'll consider it. But I'll be here at the line change, and Tyler doesn't mind these trolling comments. Bring it, my friend. And we're gonna go with Swerve and Irvin's comment here.
Yeah. He says, I'm shocked that trolls haven't flooded. Speaking of trolls, He haven't flooded the comment section in Caitlin Pedersen's YouTube yet. Apparently, she has a YouTube channel.
Clay has more followers. It's fine.
Yeah. And Urban says she's very active in there. But I think I lost the actual comment. But did you guys see the St. Louis Washington game with Binnington and the game puck from Ovechkin's 900th goal? He tried to steal it.
They put it in his pants.
Yeah, he tried to. He put it in his pants, in the back of his pants, after the goal was scored on him, and tried to abscond with Ovechkin's 900th goal puck. And then the referees went up to him a little later on and said, hand it over. So he reaches back into his pants. He's like pulling like a, trying to find it. And it's like I said earlier on the stream, I hope you guys sanitize that puck before you give it to Ovi, because that was in his pants, man. But yeah, what are you guys' reaction to that? I thought it was, I laughed at it. I thought it was kind of funny, but at the same time, a bit of a bitch move on Binnington's part. What are you doing? Whit, I'll start with you.
Somebody doesn't know their role. 900 goal, making history. No one's ever done it before, and you want to, do this Rudy Poon shit and put it in your pants like that and get called out for it. Come on, man.
Yeah, and this is Team Canada's goalie doing this. But yeah, exactly. Who is this Rudy Poo? And what are you doing, Gerald? Your reaction or thoughts on that?
I really don't want to comment on any of this. I mean, yeah. I did my rant. That was my part. I'm sticking up for the community, and that's that. But for this kind of bullshit, I'm sorry, no, I'm just not going to comment.
Okay, that's all good. Oh yeah, Justin. Yeah, I saw this on Canucks Conversation earlier. Did y'all see how Zadorov handled the trolls in his DMs after mugging Schaefer the other night? Yeah, apparently Zadorov went off on like Instagram or something like this in his story. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I just happened to see it on Canucks Convo earlier because I was in the comments during that show. I ended up getting the day off work because of weather. That's kind of what happens when you work on a mountain. Bad weather.
Sorry, Ty, hold on one sec. Sorry, Ty, hold on one sec. Wait, do you need to go, man? Because I saw your wife go by.
Yeah, I'll get to sleep in a couple minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Sorry, Ty.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure if Whit was okay with it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. If we gotta go, I actually probably should be getting to sleep myself as I got to work in the morning. But we'll get a couple more of these comments. Japan, Sean Big Willie Styles Johnson. Sean the Rock Johnson.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, Steve. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is getting
bro,
unhinged. Bring it.
And this is actually Whit's friend, like good friend. Japan 4. Love it.
He's unleashed, man. He's
unleashed, my friend. He just speaks from the heart. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, Harry's still in here.
Harry's here.
Yeah. I might actually see Harry at the game on Saturday. So apparently he's
going to the game
as well. Yeah.
The Canucks are doing well. You guys might what?
Have to sub in.
Okay.
Aren't doing well. You guys might have to sub in. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think Steve needs to.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like what I said earlier. At least he'll stay on his feet, unlike Petey.
Dude, Sleeper
but
freaking
yeah,
kill those guys, man.
oh yeah. Yeah, we may as well end it there. You know, we're just a little over 2 hours. But yeah, Whit, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. I know it's super late. But yeah, that was amazing. That was really good. I was actually kind of dreading doing this while I was watching the game, going like, "Oh, great, shit! I got to do a post game show for this." So I'm glad,
And you
Gerald,
thought
you were
you'd
able
be
to
doing
hop
it
on.
alone.
Yeah,
You
I
thought
thought I
you'd
was
be
going to be
doing this
alone.
alone.
Yeah, so I'm glad things worked out like this. This was awesome. Even though it was 2 hours and this just ranting. This is probably what a lot of Canucks fans are feeling right now. I mean, I was even thinking the other day, we thought 2024 was bad. And I'm not saying this was worse, but kind of going in that direction, at least right now. So, but yeah.
Well, like Whit and I were talking about earlier. I think it's more of a win one, lose one, and we're at 500. Well, just under 500 now. So, they might win against Columbus, but definitely not against Colorado. And then against Winnipeg, probably not. I should be at the game with one of my good friends from Hong Kong, but I won't be sporting this. I'll be sporting a Jets jersey. Um, so we'll see. Maybe me wearing a Jets jersey will help the Canucks win a game. But
Maybe.
but yeah, leave it at that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Irvin, good venting session. Absolutely. I mean, I'm even getting into the venting and I've been pretty, optimistic. Trying to be like, just, it's coming. Yeah, no, I'm past. I even said earlier, like I was being very patient with PD. I have no patience. No, my patience is gone. Justin, just highlight a couple of these quick comments. Canucks therapy, yes. Justin, again, we're all in therapy together to get stronger together. Yes, I love it.
Yeah, man. I was not having it, man. Like, oh, okay, that's
There
good.
you go.
That's
That's the
therapy.
comment right there. This is the best therapy ever. Thanks, boys. Yes. Like I literally just said, I was dreading doing this post game show, and now I'm really glad I did it. This is great. Justin says he'll be at the Avs game Sunday and sporting Avs gear most likely. hey, at least they know how to win. And they have
Dude, I was telling Whit about, like, as Canucks fans, we obviously watch every Canucks game as we can, but it's also good to watch other teams play. One of the best games that I've watched this season so far has been that Quebec Hartford. So it'd be Avs versus Canes. Bro, like these teams are built so well that it's tape to tape passes, defensively sound, um, finishing their checks so much faster. Like anything east of Winnipeg, Chicago, bro, like these teams are fast. But Vancouver, if you watch the East games and you watch the West games, you notice the difference in terms of the speed, and we're definitely not there. So as much as I love my Canucks, as much as we all live here on the West Coast and we watch the Western games, I understand why people in the East don't watch it because we're slow as. So yeah.
Yeah.
We are indeed.
Bing Tang Warrior, I haven't seen him in a while. Does the entire league have EP40's number now? He's shut down every game. Apparently, that or he's just a chicken shit when it comes to shooting, or he's allergic to shooting. See, my patience is gone.
Yeah, this has become Canucks Uncensored. Welcome to Canucks Uncensored.
2.0.
the alternative on the line change. Sorry, Canucks Uncensored featuring Wit from Canucks Uncensored, but we are doing Canucks Uncensored tonight right now on this stream.
There we go.
For
You're
sure.
doing it.
What for what's his name again? Sean Johnson.
Sean Johnson. Yes.
Got you,
Sean,
my
yeah,
friend.
Yes.
Sean Big Willie Johnson, as like what Steve said earlier. Urban, he went from shutdown center to a center shutting down. Yeah.
Ouch. Ouch. That sucks, man.
Dude.
That
Right.
makes me think of C-3PO from Star Wars. This is not part of my programming.
Dude.
But yeah,
I just look at that and just laugh. Oh.
Japan for it. Thank God for my Seahawks. I'm not really a football guy, but yeah. Gerald, I think, pushed the wrong button.
It's back.
Urban, how did we get here? Good question. I don't know.
Are you seriously asking
but-
that? Because I don't think we have time for that. I think the quick thing is we got PD and we signed him to 11.6, and that's where we're at now.
That's
without
I
that,
would say that
seriously,
that's
okay,
the short answer.
just very quickly, if we actually traded PD to Carolina for Kokanemi and what is it, Natchez and a pick,
Natchez.
I think we'd be in a better position right now. I hate buying jerseys and not being able to wear them, like JT Miller, Bo Horvat. I have a couple of Bo Horvats and PDs. I for personal loss of the PD jerseys, it's fine. I'd much rather have a team that we can cheer. And Japan for Steve saying what every Canuck fan has been saying for the last 55 years. Just want to have a cup within our lifetime. That's it.
Yep, just like I would like a World Series in my lifetime, but that's another topic. Steve, we were talking about Canucks Uncensored line change after dark. I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, for trademark or not trademark. Crap, I'm forgetting the term right now. I'm having a brain fart. Then again, it is after midnight. So I'm not impeding on copyright for Canucks Uncensored. Let's just go with Canucks Unleashed.
Oh, that works. Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Maybe you should change the name.
Yeah, or maybe have it be like a segment of.
Yeah,
I'll have that as like a weekly segment or something like that. Canucks Unleashed line change after dark.
Yeah.
When we collab, that's the name, man. Canucks Unleashed.
Because I talked to Jordan, and Jordan was talking about how we should have this whole super stream and have all the Canucks content on. That'd be pretty crazy. That would be unleashed. Yes, Canucks gone wild.
Irvin. Canucks go. Oh man. Oh. That's wow. That's that. I mean, that's it. I love that one. That's a good one. But it makes me think of something else. Gone Wild, not Canucks Gone.
Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah. I was waiting for someone to say that. Yes, thank you, Gerald. Yeah, I know what those movies are. My dad had a whole bunch. I mean, Canucks 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I think
Urban's just spitting them out. 2 PD, 2 Furious. This is good. But
Let's end off on one more. I think we skipped one from Harry. There was a message about would you trade Myers? If so,
mhm.
would you like to in return? Wit, please.
Hmm.
Would
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Wait, you
And
go first.
Uh, I wouldn't right now. He is the chaos giraffe, but he's not at a point where he's their worst player. Like you don't have enough people ready to be solid 1 through 4. And he's like your fringe 4 right now as an older guy. So this might be a conversation for next year because it's not a conversation for this year. It's not good enough, and especially where we are, right? And 3 million isn't terrible on the cap right now, and you're going to do a lot worse without him in the lineup. Okay, who no one's
well,
giving us a get a jail card to upgrade over Myers right now as a right-handed guy. Those are hard to find on its own, right?
hypothetically, if Myers can fetch you a 2C, would you take it?
Yes, but Victor Mancini has to be good because you have to think about who
Fair
your
enough.
replacements are. Right now, he's not. He showed great poise and stuff like that in the preseason, but he needs to show more. I feel like Willander and Mancini is a succession plan on the right side for when Myers is gone. That's literally it there. But right now, all kinds of things are on the table, including Mancini being a part of a potential trade package, right? So there's a lot of that. With the way Willander's playing, I don't think he's going to be used as trade bait. But I think Mancini can be looked at that way. So that's where it's kind of hard to make that trade.
But
But hey,
at this point right now, would you like between the whole Mancini, Willander, duel
mhm.
to start the season and um the many or the few games that they've played, do you have a 1 and 2? Like do you sway towards one or the other more?
To be traded.
No. Like I mean, do you feel like there is more potential in one or the other?
Mm, I think I think Willander has more potential than Mancini, but Mancini has the size and speed, and you also can't teach that, right? So, but Willander's got like that poise and his skating is pretty damn good, right?
Hey,
Like
his
both
Carosi
confusing.
stat numbers, Carosi is pretty high for Willander too.
Yeah,
After the first couple of games, like the
yeah.
last
Oh,
couple
mm,
have been pretty high, pretty good in terms of
yeah.
stat wise.
Yeah, it's good. They were saying. I mean, if you're gonna talk about the worst of both players, Willander's first game very shaky, but he's a rookie first game at NHL. Of course, he got the jitters, so you got to give him a pass there. And then Mancini's biggest weakness is he has to tone it down. He has to know when to pinch and when to come back. So both players have their warts, right? But longer term, I think Willander is better. But just at this moment, I think the earliest conversation you can have of trading Myers would probably be closer to the deadline.
Yeah,
If someone wants him, that's the closest and earliest. But next year would be the safer bet if you wanted to make that move.
because if anything, I think with the games that we've seen with Willander and Mancini, Willander
Hmm.
has like it's closer to home because it's just the last few games, but he's been more steady, stable. Whereas Mancini, the feeling is he gets a little too excited. Um,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
offensively, he's a great offensive defenseman, but once he gets in the play, gets an assist, or gets a play working. Um, there's those defensive laps that are there that he kind of negates once he has that offensive side. So there's no real good balance with Mancini, even though he's big, great body, makes those checks. Um,
Hmm.
it's just, yeah, I would pick Willander also. I mean, I was asking Wit if I were to get a jersey, black skate, who I should get. he actually did suggest Willander to jump on the early train, and even Coots if even earlier. But yeah, I think Willander is a much more stabler defenseman overall, and even I think Huggy, like Quinn Hughes, can see that, especially with
Mhm.
25 coming up since last year. He made those comments. Willander is probably like the safer bet.
Yeah, like Mancini's flashier, I would say, or you notice him like skating around, doing all that. But Willander can also enter the zone. Maybe he's not as fast, maybe he doesn't stick handle as nice, but he'll still get you those assists, and he'll still tilt the ice in your end, in the offensive end, and all that. Right? He can do all of that and still be safe. So I'd rather
Yeah.
take safe and not flashy and still get the points. Right?
Willander, 2 points, one more point
Exactly.
tonight. So two
Think
already.
about that, right? Just think about that, right? And you can even argue that both Willander and Mancini can still benefit from another AHL stint. You could argue that
Oh,
too when we're healthy.
100%.
Get what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, mhm. Yeah,
And
that's a
Tyler?
good question. Yep.
I think Witt pretty much. I'm in the same boat as Witt. Obviously not now because with the injuries, and you probably wouldn't fetch much for Myers at this point. Um, and honestly, I would, as Witt
Unless
said,
trade
I'd much
deadline.
rather do it. I would probably much rather do it next year as well. But yeah, I think Witt pretty much just echoed basically what what I was thinking with him. We'll do just one quick one because I do like this one from Harry. We'll do it quickly though. If Hughes doesn't stay with the Canucks, who do you think will be the next captain? So, Witt, you go first. Real
Oh
quick.
man. The only answer I can give you right now definitively is Brock Besser. That's it. I can't think of anybody else right now. That
Yeah.
it's heart and soul guy, the last player to play with the Sedins still on the team, right? Like that, like he's got the culture and he knows all of it. Like that's a leadership guy for me. That would be my guy right now.
All right. Gerald?
I don't really see anyone, but if I were really needing to pick, and with someone that has term in their contract, I would probably say Connor Garland. Because of what he's doing now. I mean that passion and that grit and just game in, game out, and he's taking that leadership role. Bo used to be at the exit of the bench every game and giving everyone high
Mhm.
fives and whatnot. Garland's
Mhm.
taking over that, so I would say Garland,
Mhm.
mainly because of the term and also just what he's showing as a leader right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. You literally that's the exact same person I would pick is Garland. As much as I love Besser, I just think Garland's shown more leadership than Besser, not just on the ice but off the ice too. And like what you just said, Gerald, with the whole handshaking, like I noticed that. What was it last year? I forget when last year, but I noticed that like last year, and I was like, whoa, like that's awesome. Like that Garland's doing that. I still think I know they do like the rotating with the A's right now,
Yeah,
but I said in the offseason, Connor Garland should get an A. At least like give him a chance with an
agreed.
A at some point. And I said that back in the offseason. So I definitely think he would be the next captain. I mean, he's here for 6 more years, and he's the only one I can really think of who's shown like leadership. Maybe if they allowed it, Demko. But yeah,
No,
definitely
we're
Garland.
not going that route. After Luongo, we're not going that route again. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but
We're not
I'm
we're
just
not doing
saying
that.
like if that was a thing, Demko could be an option, but obviously because he's a goalie, obviously no. But definitely Garland. Garland for me. But yeah, that was a great question to end off. That was actually Harry. That was actually a really good question. I know a lot of Canucks fans probably aren't even thinking that right now. So that was a really good question, and obviously made us really think about it. This is going from Harry too. I think Sherwood deserves an A. He would be a great leader. Yeah, definitely.
If he resigns.
Yeah, if he resigns, absolutely. But yeah, we're gonna end it off there. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Wow. Lots of ranting, lots of
This is one of our longest streams. This is one of our longest streams.
One of our longest, and definitely one of at least one of my best post games. Just talking wise. Just basically shooting the shit and ranting. Loved it, even though. And hey, the Canucks lost, and I'm actually in a good mood now because of this. So there you go.
Hey, wait, Tyler, go check your Instagram. Can you plug in a link for me? If you can, if you can copy and paste it onto the chat. I'll do it after this stream goes saves on live or saved onto YouTube. But I am trying to raise funds for Movember. Not much there right now. Compared to Tyler over here. But raising funds for Movember mainly for mental health, and any little bit we appreciate. Men all over the world will appreciate, no matter if it's for Wit would say the Brock Timbits problem, or just mental health in general. We do appreciate any sort of donation that will help men around the world. And if you are able to donate, we thank you in advance. And, let's go. Go Canucks, go.
All right, man. Thank you, guys. I'm out. I'm going to pass.
And thank you, Whit, for showing up. Thank you. And thank you, Whit, for joining us on the Line Change Canucks Unleashed, which I think will be a new segment. After dark will be a new segment on this channel, and hopefully it will be one of those segments that can sort of go across all of the Canucks content creators. Hopefully we can do one big mega stream with all the big content creators that we have so far, and we'll leave it at that. But thank you once again from Canucks Uncensored, and I'll leave it off to you, Tyler.
We should throw in Gone Wild in that massive title, just because I just love the Irvin's Canucks Gone Wild thing, and it made me think back to Girls Gone Wild. I mean, come on, we're after dark right now. So I did just post your link. It's there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There we go. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I got a bit of a head start on Gerald. I usually start mid-October. That's how long.
Yo, I'm Asian. I'm Asian, man. This is already Canuck Clay at like 10 months.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely check out his Movember page. Absolutely, it's a great cause. And yeah, definitely help out mental health. That's a big thing with me as well. Gerald, what I've gone through in the last year and a half, so and whatnot. But yeah, thank you everyone for showing up, watching us just basically rant for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Harry, thank you for joining. It was great to see you. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday for sure. And yes, hopefully the Canucks can pull off a win. But after tonight, I'm kind of down here. I was up here.
They will. They'll win. It's one win, one loss kind of theory right now. So
true.
You'll see a good win.
Columbus got their asses kicked by Calgary today, and Calgary sucks.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but
That's a different story.
kudos to Nazem Kadri for 1,000 games. So that's pretty cool. Someone who the Canucks should look at instead of Steven Stamkos. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, thanks for joining us, Gerald. Once again, as always, thanks for coming on.
Okay.
Even though you raced home from the Canucks game to make sure I wasn't doing this alone. Really do appreciate it. Probably would have been a completely different stream if you hadn't come on. Definitely wouldn't have been 2 hours and 30 minutes. It would have been like 30 minutes tops, maybe. But yeah,
we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. Don't worry. We'll keep it going.
Yeah.
And we'll do the road to what is it? 1 point. What's your next target? 1.1.
Well, I think it's more than 1 point. I think it's 2.
You're gonna go to 2.
Because I
would go 1.7. I would do 1.75 just to be easy, and then
that's actually pretty good. But I got some catching up to do. Russell's at 2. Not that it's a competition, but
Okay. Well, we'll end it at that. Thank you, Tyler, for having me. Thank you for those that stayed around, and I'm sorry I'm late. But we'll catch you again on the line change very soon. And I'm just going to sign out.
Yeah, for sure. As I said, no stream Saturday because, again, I'll be at the game. But as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I will be on Russell's at some point. I like I said earlier, I think it'll be pregame. I got to double check that with Russell, but I did reach out to him and we did agree on it. So we will see. But for those of you that are maybe still around and maybe enjoyed what you saw here tonight, perhaps go ahead and give us a like on this video. Perhaps smash that subscribe button. Help me climb to 1.75K subscribers, and obviously turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video, because YouTube can be like that sometimes. And if you want to interact with us on social media, here are our social media pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. We're everywhere. Go ahead and give us a follow as well. And if you prefer an audio version of this podcast, you can find us on both Spotify and Apple Podcast. On Spotify, once again, feel free to give us a follow as well as rate and review us. It really helps out the podcast on Spotify in particular, but also, helps out the channel as well. And once again, thanks guys for showing up. Long episode here tonight. A lot of ranting, a lot of frustration, but that is the Vancouver Canucks for you. So this is me signing off. Thanks for watching again. And as always, go Canucks, go.